Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Mad Dog Pruitt, the league's current home run leader, will look to add a long ball or two to his total next. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy on the bump sitting on 99 career wins. So you know right now while he's taking his warm-ups, he's thinking about one thing. I need one more win to get to that magic century 100. That's a pretty big feather that you'll be able to put in your cap, and we'll see how he does in this one here today.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mad Dog Pruitt. He was an offensive force in the first half and currently sits atop the league's home run leaderboard.
Yeah, Matty, he got off to such a hot start. He was able to relax and just be himself, and he has been absolutely killing the baseball.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
Digging in, Rafael Devers.
Now
He could really open this lead up
baseman.
early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded.
Devers.
Here it comes, 0-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. And that'll score the run from 3rd as they go up 2-0 now. Now at the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mad Dog.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Hot shot on the ground to short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in, Mad Dog Pruitt. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So a big spot here, bases loaded, nobody out. And digging in at the plate will be Chris Shaw. So 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Well struck but foul over by the coaching box. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and he struck him out. A big strike out there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. But he's safe at 3rd as he's able to scramble back. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Full count now. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The payoff pitch one more time. Lifted the other way to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half. 4-2 now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Kevin Kramer. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Castellanos at second, Pruitt at first, 2 out in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Another one sent foul. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. We'll see 8, 9, and 1. Standing in, Mad Dog Pruitt. He singled his last time up.
Pruitt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Dozier, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Chris Shaw the next to take a turn at the plate. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
This is pulled into right. Altair is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Royals leave 1. At the plate, Tino Veras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Tino Vera.
Ground towards short. Pruitt is there. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable job out of the bullpen. An 8-out save, you don't see that very often anymore.
8-2 is how this one ends today. Boston led this game from the 3rd inning up. Thursday night baseball headed your way from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Mad Dog Pruitt, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Lucas Giolito gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire?
Stepping up to the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Royal strand. Here's Chris Owings now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you go for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the... Striding in, Mad Dog Pruitt will swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Now at the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the...
Ready now for the White Sox, Luis Vasquez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully the system, especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Up the middle. Reined in. The tag gets 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Digging in once again, Mad Dog Pruitt. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Comes set and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Yeah, great job.
So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw beats the runner to the bag, and McCann gets his man.
Clearly, they were hoping to be aggressive and doing so. You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in their home dugout.
Saturday Night Baseball. Michael Kopech will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game, and how dominant? Picked up a double-digit strikeout total in his last start, and hopefully he'll bring that A game with him in the ballpark for this one.
Play ball. He's safe. Out. 4-4. Take the base.
Standing in, Mad Dog Pruitt is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. He's set. Here it comes. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Owings racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Line, but speared on a hop. One there, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mad Dog Pruitt earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Vasquez is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Anderson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Anderson.
Back to the mound. The second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. White Sox pick up just the one. 3 innings complete. The Royals lead it 2-1. In is Jorge Soler. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Jorge Soler.
To short. Pruitt over to his left. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. So it's back to the top of the order now. And next to bat, it'll be Chris Owings. Ground out to short. Right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's coming to the plate now, Mad Dog Pruitt. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mad Dog Pruitt.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. Ready for another shot now. Mad Dog Pruitt, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 37 on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now. Into the box, Mad Dog Pruitt in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Popped up. Delmonico is there now to put this one away for the third out as they'll strand that. Here's Chris Owings now. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox.
Owings.
The ground out to short. Pruitt fields it cleanly, and that's the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tim Anderson. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
That, Matty B. We heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix it. Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Royals. Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Mad Dog Pruitt, the league's current home run leader, will look to add a long ball or two to his total next. Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every once in a while you're going to.
So coming to the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt. He was an offensive force in the first half and currently sits atop the league's home run leaderboard.
Yeah, Matty, he got off to such a hot start. He was able to relax and just be himself, and he has been absolutely killing the baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. Into center field, line drive base hit. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
That way to find the sweet spot.
Whoa,
right
that
there.
ball was close.
That
Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Chris Shaw, the next to take a turn at the plate. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this.
Wow, and they end the inning with the caught stealing. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the... And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Mad Dog Pruitt. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Soler is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Welcome back. As the White Sox look to get the offense going in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite...
Striding in once again, Jose Rondon. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Pruitt has got it, and the side is retired. So they pick up no... To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yolmer Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 0-1, here it comes. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Fisher arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Digging in to try it again. Mad Dog Pruitt. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. He's got it. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. Coming to the plate now, Nicky Delmonico. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Nicky
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, after that base knock.
Now at the plate, James McCann. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. At the plate, James McCann. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Coming in to score easily is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead...
Now batting, Mad Dog Pruitt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Behind 0-2 now. Now another 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
The batter, number 26.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Now batting, the catcher, Jared.
He's running. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. And now they've got him in a rundown. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. KC down to their final strike in this one. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible time run to the plate, but could not cash in. A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Chicago came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. Ian Hamilton earns the victory out of the bullpen.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Tuesday Night Baseball is on the air from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. Mad Dog Pruitt, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Max Fried, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here.
That's ball four. Ball four. Take the base. Got it. Three. Ball four. Take the base. He's safe. He's out.
Now at the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt. He's had a banner month as far as home run production is concerned. If he's able to keep up this pace, earning the league's home run title should be almost a foregone conclusion.
I would agree with that assumption. It's going to be a foregone conclusion. The way this guy looks at the box, he looks so hitterish, looking to do damage. I don't see how anyone catches him in the home run race.
And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
And another foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. This will kick up against the wall now, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things
Batting
right.
fifth.
Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Spin and a throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now a spin and another throw back to second. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. Pruitt leads off second with nobody out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Roll, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Third baseman, Gamer Candelario.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Three-two pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Now to the plate, Kevin Kramer. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Fisher.
The set and the 1-1.
Pick up the ball, stay right here, stay right here, on the bag.
And now confusion here with 2 men on the same base. One's got to go, and they're going to get an out here. Another look at the throwdown that results. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Hit hard. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Stepping into the box, Mad Dog Pruitt, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. He pulls this one into right. Piscotti is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Royals go down on just 4 pitches. They're down 1-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Freddie Galvis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Leading off the inning, Mad Dog Pruitt, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Mad Dog Pruitt.
Here comes the first pitch. well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So he ran the fastball by him. So striding forward now, Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Digging in now, Jared Quintana.
Catcher, Jared Quintana.
Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. Do you think you can drive it? But it's really hard to get on.
And that's going to be your final out here. And the A's have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Here now
a 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Oakland with a division-leading 60th team win this year. Jarrell earns win number. MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Kansas City, Missouri and Kauffman Stadium. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. Mad Dog Pruitt, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Colby Allard gets the ball for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well.
So stepping in, Mad Dog Pruitt. He's had a banner month as far as home run production is concerned. If he's able to keep up this pace, earning the league's home run title should be almost a foregone conclusion.
I would agree with that assumption. It's going to be a foregone conclusion. The way this guy looks at the box, he looks so hitterish, looking to do damage. I don't see how anyone catches him in the home run race.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball from offense to...
Digging in, Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in, Mad Dog Pruitt, and if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Line drive to left. Pinder will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Mad Dog Pruitt. 0 for 3 so far on the day. His pitching staff has done a pretty good job of making one of the top power hitters in the game turn into a non-factor.
Yeah, they've completely kept him off balance all day, but you know as well as I do, it only takes one swing. This guy has been too hot too long for something not to leak out over the heart of the plate and him drive it over the wall.
A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
2 balls and a strike now. Pruitt aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. All even at 2-2. Here it is.
All right, you're here.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Slice down the left side, but foul. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter's in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Carson Smith answers the call now, looking to get this one on to the ninth inning without any trouble. The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Derek Fisher, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with two men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Derek Fisher will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Four runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Lifted down the line in left. Pinder coming in. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. Jake Barrett takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Josh Watson. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Now the 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it an 8-5 ball game.
You grind to get count leverage every time you step to the plate, and the hitter took full advantage. Good looking swing right there for the base knock.
Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham
The left
earned
fielder,
himself an
number
RBI
29.
with a sac fly his
Tommy.
last time at the plate.
Yeah, super successful for that moment, but this is a completely different situation. And with no one standing on third, he's going to have to drill something into the outfield in order to get a ribby.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Royals settle for just the 1. We've played 8 full. It's the A's 8 and the Royals 5. So next to the plate for the
Now
Royals,
batting,
Mad Dog
shortstop,
Pruitt. He singled
Mad
his
Dog.
last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First offering on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this pitch is swung on and missed. And the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout. Keep that. Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
8-6 the final
now
score
is our
tonight.
final line
The
score
Oakland
tonight.
A's
First
jumped
for the
out to an early
victorious
lead in the
Athletics.
first and
8
never
runs
looked
on
back.
12
Daniel
hits.
Mengden
No
earns
errors.
win
They
number
left 14
7 on the
men on
season.
base.
Lou Trevino. There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. The A's will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next.
Play ball. Keep me.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Piscotty.
3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make...
Into the box now. Mad Dog Pruitt watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. And there's one down now.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defense.
Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
2-2-2.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. One man left. So striding in, Mad Dog Pruitt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
All right, make the turn. Make the turn.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Shaw on second. Pruitt is over at first with one away. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. The second for one. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No error. Striding in for Oakland, Michael Taylor.
The center fielder, number 3, Michael A. Taylor.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Pruitt is right there. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Boy, D-Roll, this is like one of...
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ronald Estrada.
Ronald Estrada.
1-1-1.
Out to short. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Digging in and looking for more. Mad Dog Pruitt. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Striding into the box, Jared Quintana.
The catcher.
Pruitt on at first, nobody out. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Just keeping him close. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he'll be run down between first and second. And a mental mistake that time as he's picked off for the first out.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break.
So digging in now, Ryan Lavarnway. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the two in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
A tag for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of. So a runner at first now with one away, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. On the ground to short. Could this be two? To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Ready once again, Mad Dog Pruitt. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Mad Dog Pruitt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. 38th home run of the season for him. And it's now 6-4.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location. The minor.
Stepping into the box, Mad Dog Pruitt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The Athletics leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep a team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
Popped him up. Chapman has room in foul territory. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. Oakland crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Nick Vincent earns the victory out of the bullpen. His 5th. Paul Sewald takes the